Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's Rob from Epic Arrow, and in this video, we are going to talk about Schema Structured Data Language, or Schema Markup. Now, what Schema Markup is all the major search engines got together, Google, Yahoo, Bing, Yandex, etc., and they decided to make this language that their search engines could use to better help determine what a website is about. So when they come to your site, they don't have to go, well, maybe the H1 tag is the business name, etc., etc. It tells them exactly what different elements on your web page are. Now, not only does it do this, but it also allows Google in particular to display very useful information to the user, which makes your search listing really, really stand out. So let's take a look at some of the schemas here. And one of the big ones that I like to use is local business. So you can specify that your page is about a local business. And you start looking at all these properties you can set. So you can set the hours, the payments accepted, your price range, address, branch code, events, your geolocation, your logo, different photos, maybe a review of something on your site. So you see there's tons of things that you can use to tell the Google bot or any Yahoo bot or Bing bot exactly what each element of your site is about. Now, not only this, but it also makes your search listings look better. And as you can see here, someone used the aggregate rating or review, and they specified the rating that they gave this product. And you'll see this a lot on Amazon sites. It'll take all the reviews, like let's say there were like 50 reviews and it got 4.5 stars out of 5. They'll display something like rating 4.5 out of 5. You'll see the stars there, and then it'll say like 50 reviews or something like that. So how do we put schema markup on our websites? Well, there's a couple different ways. Now, the first way is that you can use this WordPress plugin. So essentially what you do is you install this on your WordPress site. It's called the Schema Creator by Raven WordPress plugin. And you'll get this little icon here, and you can go and specify different things on your site. You'll have this little drop down, and you can go through each one of the schema types. Then, if you don't have WordPress installed and you want to do it yourself, there is the Schema Creator. And what you'll do is you'll pick from the left-hand side here. Let's say we were doing a review of something, and then we'll come down here and we'll say like test review. We'll give the URL. Test URL. We'll give a description, test description, author, me, date published, item reviewed. It's test item. And you can see it starting to fill this out on the left-hand side here. And I'm just going to put that. We'll put a rating of 4. The minimum scale would be a 1, and the maximum would be a 5. So what you would do then is you would copy all this information and throw it on your site. Now, once you have all this information, you can actually copy this out of here, and we are going to head to the Google Structured Data Testing tool. And if you're super worried about what you're putting on your site, you can do one of two things. You can either go and fetch the URL, and it's going to come back and it's going to try to pull the schema off of it. It's going to look at it and it's going to tell you if there's any errors. Or you can take that HTML code that we grabbed, and we're just going to validate that. So it came back and there are no errors. It says that it's all good. So why would you want to use this on your site? Now, there's a lot of debates in the SEO community whether or not this gives you any upper hand or makes you any more effective at ranking in the search engines. But from our standpoint, if Google has created something and they even have a testing tool on their website, it may not help you rank right this second, which I believe it does, but there's no conclusive data on it. I believe it helps you rank, but going forward, I think this is going to be very important. If Google created its own language with all the other search engines, and then they have their own structured data testing tool, why would you not be using structured data on your websites? And going back to our example, are you more likely to click on, let's say you're going to look up a GoPro Hero 3 White Edition, whatever. Are you more likely to click on the one that's got these fancy stars or another random one that doesn't? That's just a plain Google listing. You're going to click on the one with the stars. So it's going to help your listing stand out. So that's our take on it. If I was you, I would be using it. Google obviously wants you to use it if they have their own structured data testing tool and they've helped create the language. So if you have any comments, questions, or concerns about this lesson, please leave it in the comment section below. Hey, looks like you made it to the end. If you want more lessons just like this one, click on the videos you see on the screen.